Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, I'll be going through the Gold Coast versus Melbourne game, in which Melbourne absolutely smoked Gold Coast at Gold Coast, because when that once Gold Coast beat Essendon, that home record versus away record, it was bound to be more corrected, as that's, I believe, their second loss now at home after losing to Brisbane. And their one win at away from home, so at least they did get that victory last week. But again, just another disappointing season for Gold Coast. And the pick of Noah Anderson actually against Melbourne was a pretty good pick in the end, as he did go 118. But Melbourne, as I said in the Swans recap, they did have a couple guys go huge, because Gold Coast have a tendency to give away a lot on the transition, especially turnovers. So anyway, let's just jump into this video. You can see all the stats here. 235, they were up by, somewhere close to 60-odd disposals, 30-odd marks, even won the tackles and the hit-outs. So yeah, they just dominated the game. Noah Anderson, 118. 42-33, 9-34. If he didn't have a bad third quarter, this is a 140 game, and this is an absolute huge one. But in the end, it was a pretty good game from Noah Anderson. If he can get that really consistency of just these scores here all being sort of 100s rather than a clump of a month of not 100 scores, then I think he'll be really, really interesting fantasy prospect. But he's just had a couple of 60 games here. You can see 1, 2, 3 60s plus 2 70s and a couple of 80s, as well as some 90s. So he's averaged all right for the year, but he hasn't been top of the line. And I feel like if Gold Coast take the next step, I wouldn't be surprised if he's the one that really does go to that 115 type of level, as I think he has the capability with the high disposals, as well as getting involved in the non-disposal. He has the non-disposal work to get it there. Sammy Flanders, not 105, he scored a 95. 39-29, and then just fell away in the second half. Played, I think, more forward from what I've heard. I didn't actually really watch this game too much. I was tracking along with it. I was watching the other game on the 140-odd, 145 time slot. I forget which game it actually was at the time, but yeah, wasn't nearly watching this game. But yeah, Sam Flanders, 95. Tuke Miller, 90, came back and did all right. Nothing special. He'll be an interesting one next year, but I think we always say this, so I think you just stay clear of him, because he's bound to get an injury, or just be absolutely tagged out of games, as he's had a 47, which was non-injury, and a 52 injured game, and also had 2 70s and an 80. Closey, 86, just did his job as a wingman. You'll also see wingman go 30, 40, etc., as he's shown in the past, but he's had 2 90 games back-to-back, but that was after for a month straight of under 50 scoring, so doesn't really have any fancy relevance anymore. Wits, 82, 24, 44, 3, and 11. I thought he did get on top of Gawn for a little bit, but in the end, he kicked 2 goals and only got to an 82, which just shows he didn't get enough of the ball. To be honest, only 8 touches isn't going to get you much as a ruckman. Yulin, 79, Buderick, 74, Matt Rowell, 68, Davies, Weller, Powell, Graham. No one else here really that I think has any fancy relevance in the future, other than probably Jake Rogers, a 37 average. Now he's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's not going to have any discount at 37. That's going to price him probably, I would suspect, around that 340 range, give or take a little bit. 334k at the moment if he does play the last game and average 37. So yeah, I don't think he's going to have too much fantasy relevance, unless he really gets a new role change, which could happen, given that he has another off-season, a pre-season. A full pre-season could help him out. Collins, McAndrew, Long, and Swallow. Then we go over to Melbourne, and you have Viney here, 141. Absolutely humongous. And he was on 140, 18 minutes into the last quarter, and did nothing for the rest of the game. 30 touches, 10 tackles, and 2 goals is absolutely huge. Langdon, 140, 48, 16, 47, 29. This is, I think he was just playing his regular wing role, but he just was on that fat side and was just able to collect mark after mark after mark. Don't think he was on ball, but let me just double check that. McVie had 18 CBAs. That's an interesting one. Neil Bullen. That's probably why McVie had so many CBAs. Sparrow injured on 11 didn't help. Pickett had some CBAs as well as Stolstrop. So yeah, Langdon didn't have any CBAs. He just hung out on the fat side and then really did well. Just look at that. That was a crazy minute for him. 4 kicks, 2 handballs, 2 marks. I don't know whether they were catching up scoring or something like that, but he went off. Just look at look at this. In the space of 3 minutes, the guy scored 28, 32, 34, 40 points in the space of like 4 minutes, which is kind of crazy. That's more than some of these guys scored in the full game. I'm looking at you, Pickett. But yeah, that was just crazy from Langdon. I think he also had a crazy kind of minute and a half, 2 minutes somewhere in the early. Yeah, look at this as well. Another spat here where he scores in the space of 3 minutes. He scored 12, 21 points in the space of 3 minutes and 40 in the space of almost 4 minutes. So he scored 60 of his 140 in the space of about 7 minutes or 6 minutes, something like that. Neil Bullen, 105, not going to really have fancy relevance at Port or Adelaide, wherever he goes, I don't think. Had 7 marks, 7 tackles, which was huge. Howes with a big game, but no one has him anymore. Salem, 89, showing that he can do it, but I don't think he's going to be top of the line, does it? So I think he's always just going to be that mid-pricer that could take the next step, but I don't think ever does. Marty Hall with a huge score, mostly first half relevance. Tholstrop with a huge 86 as well for those that wanted that sort of forward score, especially with Peatling have a stinker. Philippou out, you sort of had to rely on your rookies, and Manor and Tholstrop did actually produce. Rivers 86, Gawn 84. I think Gawn's just, you can put him on ice for the year and then go again in 2025, which will probably be the last year of Gawn being so dominant, I think. You'll start to see that regression and they'll need to find a new ruck there, whether their ruck in the VFL is developed by then. Bowie, McDonald, Turner, Van Rooyen, Petty, Fritsch, Tomlinson. I butchered that so bad. Chandler, Billings, Melksham, McVie. McVie had some CBAs, but I like him more in that other role, that sort of small defender, lockdown defender role. And then Pickett had an absolute stinker. 4 touches for him and a tackle. That's it. No free kicks against as well. So he was actually a good boy. Maybe he needs the bad boy back in him to actually produce anything. But then, Sparrow as well, injured on 11, which no discount will be for him. But again, that will just... Well, you have an injury discount, but no actual points. Sorry, how do I say this? Percentage discount for not hitting the 10-game threshold. But anyway, that is the video there, trying to get these ones in and done a little bit quicker. And I will see you guys. If you did enjoy the video, remember to like and subscribe and turn the notification bell on so you see you get notifications for the new uploads. But I will see you guys in such uploads on Monday. Bye, guys.